Dun, dun, dun. Greetings again, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Joel, aka the Big D of Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. Back again with another review in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. This time I bring to you Wes Craven'S New Nightmare from 1994, released close to about a decade after the release of the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Well, despite lots of people weren't too thrilled with Frey's Dead, which came out 3 years before. Well, they decided to bring Frey back again for a real special movie with the director of the original, Wes Craven. Now, I've watched it several times, including just now. I thought I'd watch it again before I do this review. So, I'm going to try not to talk too much about the movie because it is kind of a bit underrated, so don't expect it to be as long as the rest of the previous reviews, the last 6 reviews. So, anyway, here we go, and I'll give you 5 seconds to stop this. If you have not seen this movie, you need to see this. Here's 5 seconds to stop. Okay, now then, let's begin. Now, they bring back Heather Langenkamp, the star of the first and the third movie of the franchise. Now, of course, she plays herself, and also Robert Englund returns as Freddy Krueger, a much more darker version of him, almost close to being as dark as what we saw him in the first couple of movies. And I must say, they made his face more grotesque and what have you, in a way, but much better than what we saw in Dream Child and Frey's Dead. And I liked it. Now, Heather's been having some weird nightmares occurring since the Nightmare series came to an end. She's now married to, well, this guy who works on, like, the movies and what, the FX, the special effects, you know. And they have a son named Dylan, who is played by Miko Hughes. Yes, the Miko Hughes who played Gage in the original Pet Sematary, and also Teddy on Full House. Yeah. Anywho, I really think this movie definitely is a big redemption for the Nightmare series. After Dream Child was factually okay, and well, Frey's Dead was mega crap. I know I said I didn't hate it, but Frey's Dead is mega crap. So I think you know what I mean. I thank True Horror Fanatic for sending a review that You gotta check that guy out. True Horror Fanatic's pretty darn cool. Anyway, now back to the review. I actually think that the story for this is kind of a little, I don't know, but like Here's actually reliving what she did a decade before this. Now, well, after she gets to be on a talk show and gets to see Robert Englund all in Frey, all dressed up as Frey and what have you. Yeah, it's like, let's do lunch. Yep, the whole audience is cheering for him. Yeah, I like when he says one real good line, just when you thought it was safe to go back to bed. Yeah, now that's a good line. I will say that I enjoyed seeing Englund appear as himself and excuse me, and that's Frey. But not only that, we do get to see other special guest cameos, including, well, Heather gets a call from New Line Cinema, the studio that makes the Nightmare series, and soon has a meeting with, of course, the big guy, Bob Shea, who, of course, appears as himself, because, as you might recall, he made cameos in the second and the fourth Nightmare movies. So, well, he says that Wes Craven is currently working on a script for a new Freddy Krueger tale, but he's been having nightmares lately. And so we do get to see Craven too. Yeah, this was Wes Craven just before he even had an even much more better success with Scream a couple of years later. And well, but apparently soon things take a turn for the worse when Nancy's husband, I forgot his name though, but he gets killed by what appears to be a Freddy claw. Yeah. And they set him right there and right in between the chest and the gut and turns around and crashes his truck. But anyway, to make matters worse, Dylan's having these strange ones. He's been watching the original Nightmare. Hare's not too thrilled with it, and he's saying various stuff from the phrase "coming" song. And well, I will say that was kind of a bit of a shock here, and soon she's learning that Dylan's having real nightmares and stuff. At the funeral of Heather's husband of this movie, we do get to see more cameos. You'll see Nick Corey. Of course, that's Rod from the first movie. We can actually tell him by his appearance. We do see Tuesday Night, the Kristen from Nightmare 4, the Dream Master, but it's kind of a little hard to tell that it's her, but yeah. But anyway, soon, Hare's still not too thrilled, even with bringing Hansel and Gretel to her son, and has his stuffed toy dinosaur Rex protect him from the man living under his bed, who happens to be Freddy. Yep. But Hare's having more and more strange occurrences, even with Dylan, when he soon gets sent to the hospital. We actually do get to see a special appearance by Robert Shea's sister, Lynn, who of course appeared in the first Nightmare movie as one of the nurses, I believe, at the hospital. But anyway, now, oh yeah, but before this, I will say that Heather's meeting with Wes Craven is definitely good, and he's revealed to her that, well, since the series had ended and Freddy was dead, the genie had been released from the ball, and well, something strange has been occurring. Nightmares have been occurring, so Freddy's possibly going to come back again in some way. But he wants to know if Heather has what it takes to be her character of Nancy Thompson again. Oh yeah. John Saxon also returns in this. You know him as Nancy's dad from the first and his appearance in the third movie. Yep. Let me think. Oh yeah, and there's another character, and this one's a likable character. Julie, and that's Dylan's babysitter, played by Tracy Mindord, who was introduced to the movie world in this movie. I'm gonna say she's absolutely a cute one. Believe me, she's up there with Nancy and Kristen from Nightmare 3 and Alice from Nightmares 4 and 5 as one of my main favorite Nightmare on Elm Street girls. Oh yeah, I almost forgot Lisa from Nightmare 2. Whoops. So, I can say that soon Nancy really maybe wanted to get Dylan out of the hospital, and she soon encounters an earthquake again, because that's what has been occurring also, not just nightmares, but earthquakes. When she feels an earthquake, the power goes out, and the TV keeps coming on. For some reason, she comes out and then looks around and then appears in a closet and then... Miss me. Frey, you guessed it. Back in action. And soon, Heather rushes to the hospital, wanting to see her son Dylan, but can't do it. And she encounters Julie, who's not been able to see Dylan here, but soon she does. And while she's trying to go into a special section of the hospital, where one of the workers does what the hall monitor does in the first one's like, "Where's your pass?" And Harry's like, "Screw your pass." Oh boy, here we go again. And well, Dylan looks better and what have you, but apparently as she starts to leave, the head doctor, the doctor that's taking care of Dylan, calls up security and has a little chat with her, but she wants to see Dylan. But they just won't let her just yet. And if that wasn't enough, Freddy appears from behind because Dylan can see him, but Julie can't. And you guessed it. Stabs her right in the back, lifts her up as the... Well, some of the other nurses break in and see what's going on. And well, Julie's death occurs almost just like what happened with Tina in the first movie, although it has a slight turn of events. In a way, I'll explain. As he starts trying around the wall, and Freddy's like, "Hey, Dylan, ever played Skin the Cat?" Drags her around the wall and onto the ceiling. She reaches out for help, and this is the turn of events. He just snaps her neck and soon plummets straight for the floor. Oh boy. She was just a sweet and cute chick to look at in this movie. Julie. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't mean to say that. I can't help it. Okay, people? Shoot. Now, Hare knew that Dylan's heading home by sleepwalking, and apparently he's going through all this traffic to get back to Heather's home. He soon does after Heather calls John up, and then they soon appear to each other. But soon after that, John starts calling her Nancy because now he's becoming Mr. Thompson again. Heather's become Nancy again for real, and soon she goes into a new kind of place, like I don't know, look like a citadel or something, a real dark, horrifying citadel, to try and find Dylan and take on Freddy. Boy, it's really dark and pretty darn frightening in some ways, but even so, I actually do like it, and the way they defeat Freddy is really good, but I probably wouldn't want to talk about how that goes. If you've not seen the movie, I still would think you should. And soon they both escape and wake up, and soon Nancy, well, actually Heather, finds us. Well, the script for the movie with a message saying, "Thanks for having the guts to play Nancy again. Finally, Frey's back where he belongs. Regards, Wes." And I thought that was an actual good ending as Harry starts reading to Dylan. And that's the end. Now then, I absolutely do think the story's pretty good. Some of the characters are good. I mean, Heather Langenkamp, of course, Robert Englund, and seeing Wes Craven, Bob Shea, and I gotta give credit to Miko Hughes. He was good in this. Not quite as good as he was in, well, almost not quite as good as he was in Pet Cemetery, but still he comes close to that though. Tracy Mandorf, again, I loved her. She was just great. Shame they had to kill her. Oh well. Now then, I like most about everything about New Nightmare, which is good. Now, would I recommend this to you? Hell yeah! This is kind of a bit of an underrated movie like The Dream Master is, but nevertheless, I think New Nightmare is definitely worth looking into, so you need to check it out. And I think you'll really like it because you did get to see some special appearances by some of the people who worked on or starred in the Nightmare series. So you need to get this, have it in your collection, or get the A movie collection like I have and watch it. It's absolutely a good movie. And this would rank in my top 5 of the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. You'll see where it winds up when I do the ranking later on this week, because now I've officially confirmed that the ranking will be on Tuesday of this week. Okay? So be on the lookout for that. But I'm going to take down my old ranking video down, and I'm going to... So this ranking will be a redo of this video, so that way you'll get to see me with the frayed glove one last time. But anyway, that's going to do it for my New Nightmare review. What did you think of New Nightmare? Let me know what you thought about in the comment section. Like and subscribe to my channel and be a part of the Big D Nation. And join me again tomorrow when I finish the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise up with Freddy vs. Jason and the one I have not seen completely, Nightmare on Elm Street from 2010. I'm going to try and watch it through, well, the kills and what have you, because I know Dead Meat has the kill count, I've seen it, but I want to rewatch it so that way it can help me figure out if I think this movie is, well, completely bad completely, or if it's so bad it's good completely. Well, you get the point. But anyway, thank you again for watching, and until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.